Tyson Fury retires and then unretires in the same day. Never mind being the Gypsy King, he's also the Troll King. I did laugh. The news came through, personally, I got it from Boxing Gossip's channel. I saw him upload a video saying Tyson Fury had retired. Then a bunch of people were hitting me up online, talking about it. And to be honest, the first thought which came to my mind when I heard that he'd retired was, is he now going to be able to avoid the upcoming UCAD hearing? If he's retired, then perhaps there's no requirement for him to attend this particular hearing. And remember, this UCAD hearing, which is upcoming, is to do with him allegedly testing positive for nandrolone, which is a type of steroid. I believe that was in 2014 or 2015 when he allegedly tested positive for nandrolone. And also Huey, his cousin. So that was my initial thought. Is this a way of trying to avoid that hearing? But then, of course, a couple of hours later, he starts tweeting and saying, I'm just joking. I'm not really retired. I'm still about. You ain't going to get rid of the Furious One that easily. So he appears to be in good spirits. Those people who were worried about his mental well-being, he seems to be in good spirits at the moment, trolling people like this. Then again, the most cynical people might say, well, perhaps he was trying to avoid the UCAD hearing, but maybe some type of legal advice was given to him. Maybe they said you could be sued if you retire without attending the hearing or something. I mean, this is just complete speculation here. There's no basis for this at all. Just absolute from the ethos speculation. But it does make you wonder what the hell is going on with Tyson Fury when he does things like this. It could just be trolling. He is a mischievous character. He is a funny guy. And it could just be that. Apart from that, I don't really know what to say about it. It's typical Tyson Fury. I saw an interview, or it wasn't even an interview, it was a video with some American guy driving his car. And I believe this was something that Tyson Fury shared on social media. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. And the description of the video claimed that this man was some type of high-level lawyer in the United States. And he was talking about Tyson Fury's situation. He said he knows for a fact that Tyson Fury is not on PEDs. And he seemed to imply that there is a setup out there to get Tyson Fury and set him up for drug use. And he seemed to implicate, or at least he suggested, that Vladimir Klitschko might have some involvement in the setup of Tyson Fury. He said that boxing is a very corrupt sport and Vladimir Klitschko with his money is very influential. Now, those two parts I agree with. I agree with boxing being a very corrupt sport, and I agree with Vladimir Klitschko being very influential. And not only Vladimir Klitschko, I've said this before in previous videos, I think that many fighters who are cash cows that have big promotional entities behind them can get away with all types of stuff, juicing and God knows what, even stuff outside of the ring. I mean, you look at Adrian Broner recently. He got off of that very serious robbery charge where he allegedly robbed a man and I think pistol whipped him. And there was a video of it. And somehow this guy gets off. If that was you or me who done something like that and got caught on camera, there's no way we'd be getting off. But some of these fighters have very powerful people behind them, the best attorneys and whatnot, and they managed to get away with, I don't want to say murder, but you get the point. And that's outside of boxing. So within boxing, they can get away with even more in terms of juicing and all types of corrupt activity. So I definitely agree with that. I agree with Vlad having a lot of influence. But as far as Tyson Fury being set up, it is possible. I do think there is motive there to set Tyson Fury up. The thing I'm struggling with is, why is Tyson Fury and his team not more vocal about the notion that they've been set up? I know maybe they've got their gagging orders or whatever, where they can't speak on these things for legal reasons. But it's frustrating. I just want to know the truth about what the hell's going on with this UCAD situation. Why did UCAD take so long before? I mean, maybe they didn't even publicize the information. Maybe it was just a leak and UCAD haven't denied what's been said. But I do find the whole scenario very strange. UCAD need to be investigated, by the way. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. But as much as Tyson Fury needs to be investigated, UCAD need to be investigated, because how in the world they can allegedly catch somebody for PEDs and then not have it come out in the press or not take any action for a year or more? That's ridiculous. Serious questions need to be asked about that. No wonder Tom Loeffler did not want UCAD to oversee the drug testing for Gennady Golovkin versus Kell Brook. No wonder. Jeez, terrible, terrible stuff by UCAD. Questions need to be asked of them, but as I say, I'll probably do a separate video. So yeah, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, of the Tyson Fury situation. I'm just trying to get to the truth. If Fury has been set up, journalists need to do their job, although it seems that the print media in the UK are totally against Tyson Fury. And will they even investigate if there is some type of setup against them? They'll investigate the cocaine, they'll investigate the PEDs. Will they investigate a setup? Are they even open to that possibility? Because I'm certainly open to the possibility, people. Everybody accusing me of condemning Tyson Fury and being a Fury hater and all this type of stuff. It's all nonsense. I'm just trying to get to the truth, and I'm considering all possibilities. I'm considering the possibility that it could be a setup. I'm not one of these people that's trying to pour scorn on the idea that Tyson Fury could have been set up, ridiculing anybody who suggests that he has been. No, I'm open to that possibility, but I'm also open to the possibility that Tyson Fury is guilty of juicing. Remember, his cousin Huey's also been implicated here. Huey hasn't been making controversial statements, so why has he been dragged into this? Is it part of the setup to make it look more authentic? Dragging Huey Fury in? Did they really need to do that to get away with a setup? Bring Huey Fury in? I don't know. There's so many questions. I would like to find out the outcome of this hearing, which is up and coming, or these couple of hearings for Tyson Fury and Huey Fury. And hopefully more information will come out and we'll take it from there. But as far as Tyson Fury's career, even though he's not retired now, you do kind of reflect and look back and you wonder what it all means and where his place in history is already. And I think if he was to retire right now, he has cemented a legacy. He has cemented a unique place in history, particularly in British boxing history. He pulled off one of the greatest wins for a British fighter ever in beating Vladimir Klitschko. No question. And let the record, let it be said for the record that he was clean in the Vladimir Klitschko fight. We know that Vladimir Klitschko would have done anything to keep hold of those belts. If he could have caught Tyson Fury for PED use in that fight, he would have done. Vladimir Klitschko he has very stringent drug testing for his opponents. Klitschko opponents have been caught in the past for PEDs. Tyson Fury wasn't one of them. So I think we do have to give him credit, as far as we know anyway. Because with this UCAD situation, anything is possible. But as far as we know, Tyson Fury was clean for that Klitschko fight, and he deserves massive credit for the performance he put in. I know it wasn't the most exciting performance, but he got the job done, and he did what nobody else for, 10 years was able to do. So massive credit to him for that. And if he retired with just that win at world level, in a way it would be good, because nobody would ever be able to say that they beat him. Nobody would ever be able to say, when you have a guy like that, and I'm going to make a funny comparison here. When Tupac died, right? I'm showing my age, but I remember when Tupac died, he became more popular in death than he ever was in life. He became a martyr. And you know, even now, Tupac is an icon for people who like hip hop music, especially. But I was talking to one of my friends recently, and we agreed that if Tupac had lived on and hadn't died when he did, that today he'd just be seen as any other rapper. He wouldn't be seen, I mean, maybe he wouldn't be any other rapper, but he wouldn't be seen as iconic as he is today because of the fact, you know, he would have lived through all kinds of different things. The public would have turned against them at certain points had he lived on, maybe got back on board, or maybe he just would have faded out and become one of these old washed up rappers who are still trying to rap like they're in their 20s when they're in their 40s. It happens to the best of them. Some people say he would have gone into politics, this, that, and the other. I don't know. I digress. The point being, Tupac had the impact that he had on hip hop music and black music in general because of the fact that he died undefeated, so to speak. So if you look at Tyson Fury, if he retired at this point undefeated, it's all going to be hypothetical as you know, when you're talking about who could have beaten him, it's all going to be hypotheticals. Nobody's going to be able to say for sure this guy would have beat him or that guy would have beat him because he retired undefeated. And in a way, that's the beauty of it. From a legacy point of view, nobody will be able to take nothing away from him. People will obviously disagree about how good he was, but an argument will always, you know, regardless of what Anthony Joshua does from now on, or Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker, etc., I expect all those guys to lose. If Tyson Fury was to retire now and stay retired, you know, as an undefeated champion who beat Klitschko, there's always going to be people who say, oh yeah, Anthony Joshua was good, Parker was good, Wilder was good, but Fury would have beaten him though. You know, that kind of thing is going to go on. So anyway, people, just my musings and ramblings about the whole Tyson Fury situation. It's ongoing, and I'll definitely make more videos when more information comes out. We find out just what the hell is going on. If we ever find out. I mean, we might find out 10, 20 years down the line when everybody's long retired, and then we'll discover that there was a massive scandal, a massive cover-up within the British boxing establishment involving, I mean, I'm talking hypothetically here, so please don't sue me, UCAD and British Board of Boxing Control, but, you know, hypothetically, we might find out that there was a big scandal and a big cover-up and an agenda to set up Tyson Fury by the British board and certain elements of the British press and UCAD and what have you. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know how you feel about everything I talked about in this video, people. It's your boy Hat Man. I'm out.